Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Pression table lamp. This is the 272102. I happen to have one right here. This is from our showroom here in Vermont. Why don't we go and start talking about details like size. So let's talk about the height of the fixture itself, 24.5 from the table to the very top, and then your width is coming in at 15.5, and that's going to be from the back of it to the very front of the glass. And then 9.5 is going to be the depth of it, you can call, but that's really the diameter of the glass at the end of the day. So that kind of gives you an idea of the size, because this is 9.5 inches in diameter. Really, really cool piece of glass. Anyway, that crackle glass is something that I absolutely love and always have loved since I was a little kid. Okay, let's get into a couple other things. Get into a couple other dimensions that you probably want to know. So distance from the bottom of this to the table is coming in at 13 inches. And then up here you've got about 2 inches from the top of the glass to the top of the fixture. The piece it's sitting on, the base, that's coming in at 11.5 inches. It's an oval length, and then 8 inches in width. Another little detail is Hubbardton Forge is using this silvery cord. You'll know on a lot of other Hubbardton Forge fixtures they use a darker black cord. This one's actually going to be a clear over silver, which I think is kind of cool, a little bit more contemporary. Goes well with this fixture. Okay, you're going to have a lot of pull down menus up there to talk about. We're going to be talking about finish, and you know all about the finishes by now. If you watch my finishes help guide video, which you should, you'll see it's available in all the finishes. It's also a piece of leather here too, so we'll turn this around, and you've got this leather strap here, which is made in New England, just so you know. And you're going to be able to get that in a couple of different ways. So the pull down menu on that is going to allow this to be in what's called British Brown. That's one. The other one is going to be chestnut, and then the third one is coming in black, and that's what we have here. So it's a cool look. It's love it. Can't tell you how much I love it. So glass, like we said before, is you're going to have a couple options. This is going to be your clear crackle glass, and then you have an opal diffuser on the inside that's holding your LEDs. The other option is going to be a piece of opal glass where the whole thing is white and opaque, and you're not going to be able to see inside. I think it'll really change the dynamic of the piece, and I bet I like them both, but still loving this. So okay, moving on. Why don't we talk about a couple other things, what's going on inside of this as far as lamping goes. I have this dimmed down right now, and you have a little on-off dimmer switch right here. So there you go, back up again. 4.3 inch watt LED is inside of this. That's throwing quite a bit of light. That's about the equivalent of a 60 watt bulb. And it's a 3000 Kelvin light that's coming out of here, and that's that warm white. And if you ever watch any of my other videos, I talk about the 3000 Kelvin warm white light that I like to use coming out of LEDs. It's the light that's also coming down on this table from the LEDs above us. So that's just a good thing for you to know too. I want to touch base on Hubbardton Forge's opal glass for just a second. So all of Hubbardton Forge's glass to begin with is going to be hand blown. This piece is hand blown first in clear, then they're going to come in and they're going to blow another layer of white glass on the inside of this. The third step is they're going to take and they're going to sandblast the whole thing on the inside and the outside. That's going to give you this beautiful, mellow, translucent, milky piece of glass. When you look at this, and you can see the layers are actually piled up on the inside of this. Hubbardton Forge is very obsessed about details on all of their pieces, including their glass, and that's why you're here, because you're probably just as obsessed about little details as well. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.